Okay, Shavua Tov, welcome everyone. We're very pleased to be celebrating Havdalah together with, of course, our friends from Temple Beth Tor, Rabbi Moskowitz here by my side. I'm Rabbi Moskowitz as well. And Cantor Smilowitz is going to lead us in Havdalah, and then she'll introduce, we have a wonderful concert. I'm quite excited about this concert. So Cantor, give me a second to put the words on the pages, the screen for everyone, and then we can go. Hold on 1 second. Cantor, why don't you start while I'm looking for the screen share?
Sure. Lie, die, lie, la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie, 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 la, 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 lie. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, borei peri hagafen, borei peri hagafen, ya la la lai, lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, borei minei v'samim, borei minei v'samim, ya la la lai, lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, borei meorei ha'esh, borei meorei ha'esh, ya la la lai, lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, hamavdil ben kodesh lecho, ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael lamim, ya la la lai, ben yom hashvi l'sheishet yemei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, ya la la lai, lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai lai lai. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera beyamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi. Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov, everyone.
Shavua Tov.
So we have a very wonderful, talented guest with us tonight. He will be performing a little concert for us, and I actually just learned about him a couple months ago from a mutual friend of ours, Roy, who joins us a lot on these Saturday evening Havdalah Concert series. And Roy raved about him and said, "You got to have this guy on your concert series." And so I called him up pretty much right away and said, "Are you available to come on any night?" So here he is, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He has a very impressive background. So Dan Garmon is a Brooklyn-based multi-instrumentalist, music director, orchestrator, and arranger. He has worked and performed all across the country with and alongside the likes of Titus Burgess, Laura Benanti, John Mulaney, a wealth of Broadway stars, and multiple national tours. He is returning to his roots tonight as a solo performer. Dan has been playing the piano since the age of 3 and is so grateful to be able to share a diverse program of especially emotionally and spiritually resonant music with you all amidst these troubled times. So now I'd like to welcome Dan Garmon. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. I would just love to express my gratitude to Talia, to the Rabbi, to Roy. And because we're on Zoom, I actually have the ability to, even if we're not in a concert hall or in any sort of venue together, I thought we may as well pretend that we're at Carnegie Hall tonight. So without further ado, here, let's close this. Sound is working? We're good? Wonderful. This first piece is an intermezzo by Manuel M. Ponce, and a little bit more about that afterwards. Thank you so much. So that piece, that is actually a really fascinating piece. So that first one was, well, actually, first, before I even introduce the pieces, I think that an important thing to do is to talk a little bit about what the goal of this concert for me was, and a goal that I've been looking toward as we try to come together all across the country and across the world. I think a lot of times when we think of classical piano, but also, you know, I'm going to do some other styles later on as well. But when we think about it, we have a lot of people who are very represented. We have the Mozarts and the Beethovens and the Chopins and everybody, the beautiful pieces that everyone knows. And then we have some lesser represented voices. And I think it's really important that as musicians, we highlight lesser represented voices as well. So that first one is a composer not known for his piano music. Manuel M. Ponce is actually mostly known for his guitar music, but he's actually written a number of beautiful, beautiful piano pieces. And that second one is by an Armenian composer named Aram Khachaturian, and it's called the Khachaturian Toccata. And I figured when I was putting this together in terms of, you know, persecution that we've had there, he was profoundly affected by the Armenian genocide as well. And the question to me is, how does our, you know, how do composers' music reflect various traumas and various ways that we try to come together through music? So there's a lot of intensity to that one, and I love it. So thank you very much. Moving forward, I figured that in terms of finding music that does speak, you know, I put this together rather quickly because, like many of us, I've been forced to completely change my perspective and my career and the way that things are going right now, obviously. So actually, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, this is the second time that I've relocated. So I was in Brooklyn, and then I was in Massachusetts by my mother's place. And then elsewhere, and now I have sublet my apartment again, and now I'm in Sharon, Connecticut at a beautiful theater. So I have been running around. So, you know, a big question for me this whole time has been, how can I use music, and what does it look like, what is the purpose of my music making right now? So in terms of healing and in terms of music that resonates with me, that I've been looking at to put together for you all, the next piece is by one of those standard composers. It is an impromptu by Schubert, but I figured that I would share it with you all because it is a very special piece to me, and I think it is a gorgeous piece. So this is Schubert's Impromptu number 4. Thank you so much. It's always interesting to arrive fresh at a new piano. Every piano has such a different character. And actually, a fun fact that none of you asked about, but I'm going to tell you anyway, is that this piano is a rare Steinway piano that is actually, believe it or not, missing the top 4 keys. So in that previous piece, the Armenian piece, there was actually a note that I was going for that doesn't exist. So when I showed up, I did a double take because it's definitely missing 4 keys at the top of the piano. But in any case, I guess we're going to get to know each other over the next few months as we stay here. So the next piece I want to play, I want to go from something like emotionally and dramatically really intense to just a small story. I was looking as part of what Talia mentioned about the upcoming concerts of performing underrepresented Black voices. I was looking through what was easily accessible for this week and didn't require overly much in terms of intensity and preparation. And there's a really fun piece by a guy named Francis Johnson, who is an early African-American composer, like during slavery. And he wrote and managed to become very successful. And I figure almost no one has heard this. In fact, if I were to show you my iPad, you can see that like this is a scan. You won't be able to see it, but this is a scan of a Library of Congress score. So it's almost not available anymore. So here is a very simple piece entitled "The Victoria Gallop" that I would just wanted to share with you all because very few people know about Francis Johnson. I believe that was composed in the early 1800s. Definitely interesting to listen to some American saloon music. So hopefully more of that, and hopefully more digging through Library of Congress things and finding pieces that probably that's the first time that's been played in quite some time. So hopefully more of that. In terms of pieces that are underrepresented and exciting to me, and a thing that I think is important right now. This next piece is by an Estonian composer who is known. His name is Arvo Pärt, and he didn't write much for the piano. He wrote a lot of chamber music, but this one, he was known for being very minimalist and very meditative. He originally started as someone writing a lot of notes and a lot of really intense things, and then he gravitated later in life. He had this big spiritual awakening. And he just gravitated toward finding the moment and connecting with the moment and connecting with like early Gregorian chant and kind of almost a meditative trance. So this next one is called Variations on a Healing for Aranushka, who's his daughter. So he wrote this as something for her to get better, I believe, from appendicitis. Really makes you realize how much noise there is when you hear a piece as sparse as that. Continuing in that kind of tradition and that kind of mood, but with a little bit more momentum. There's a composer whose music I have always turned to in times where that I need some sort of comfort and or solace. And his name is Jan Tiersen. He wrote the music for a bunch of films, including Amélie Poulain and Goodbye Lenin, and many other pieces. And I've chosen 3 songs, but maybe we don't have. Maybe we'll do 2. But in any case, here are some songs by Jan Tiersen. Thank you. That is some music by Jan Tiersen. Continuing forward, there's a couple more that I thought would be exciting songs to share with you all. There is an Israeli composer whose music I love. He is more of a jazz musician. His name is Avishai Cohen. There are actually two. There's a trumpet player named Avishai Cohen, and there's a bassist named Avishai Cohen. And this is the bassist. And his music is honestly some of my favorite jazz-inspired music. This next one is called Calm. And hope you enjoy. Thank you. So I'm gonna do one more Avishai song, and then I'm gonna leave us with one more long, sort of meditative soundscape, which I'll get to in a minute. So this song is actually a traditional Israeli folk song called Lo Be'om Velo Balayla, and this is their version, their arrangement. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here with you all. Thank you again to Cantor, Talia, and the Rabbi, and to Roy Niederhofer for getting us all in touch. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. And I am going to leave you potentially with a piece that to me contains a lot, contains multitudes. It is a piece that is not super often performed. It's by Philip Glass, who's a known minimalist, and it's called Mad Rush. I hope that this leaves you with a breath of fresh air and something to meditate with. So without further ado, here is Mad Rush by Philip Glass.
There's a spatula, pretty expensive, about a grand.
Thank you so much. I don't know what your protocol is here, but thank you so much for having me.
And thank you so much for being here tonight with us.
Absolutely, this is my very
Such
first.
a treat.
This is
You are fantastic.